Hi, I'm Kristine Reeves, and I'm honored to serve as your state representative from the 30th Legislative District, South King County, North Pierce Federal Way area. 2 years ago, you sent me to Olympia on a clear mission to fight for our kids, for our communities, and to build an economy that works best for all working families. Since I've been here, I've learned that that mission's a lot harder than sending one passionate mom to Olympia. It takes putting problem solving over partisan politics. The biggest problem facing the state legislature this year, how to fund a $1 billion budget shortfall. Some folks will tell you that we just need to budget at the state like we do at home. They're going to use words like extraordinary revenue and booming economy. What they're not going to mention is that it's everyday folks like you and me who are going to pay the most for it. As the only economic developer in the legislature, I can tell you that balancing a state budget and a home budget are two very different things. Let me show you why. In 2009, we experienced a historic recession. It left the state with some really tough choices about what to cut. As we've welcomed 1 million more people to the region over the last decade, it's brought us new revenue, but it's also left us with unmet obligations, like full funding of the K-12 system, access to community-based mental health care, and much-needed investments in accessible and affordable housing. On top of that, it's brought us new challenges, like the opioid crisis, and the need to address significant impacts of wildfires and climate change. The bills are coming due, and it's making it that much harder to dig out of the hole. Now, let's see what this would look like if I treated it as my home budget. Let's go back to 2009. Imagine that my spouse loses his job. It's going to leave our family with some really tough decisions to make about what we can afford. And while my husband's going to continue looking for work, may even take odd jobs here and there, and I might even get a meager raise, it's still going to leave our family with bills to pay. And like all families struggling to pay their debt, eventually we got the collection notice. That's where our state is today. As a working mom, when I sit down at my kitchen table and have to make tough choices about how to tighten my family's belt, I can cancel things like my gym membership or my online streaming subscription or even eating out. But when I sit down at the budget table in Olympia, the decision to cancel community access to mental health care, children's access to education, or seniors' access to housing stability comes with very real and stark consequences. If my husband loses his job, my kids can live without cable TV or pizza nights. But if the state doesn't fund food assistance for hungry families or access to mental health care for folks who are struggling, real people suffer. Sometimes they die. Letting something like that happen isn't what good leadership looks like, and it's not why I came to Olympia. That's why we're gonna have some tough conversations in the days and weeks ahead. But I'm confident, like all good families, we're gonna work together to figure this out. And that starts with you. Visit my website to get the latest on the progressive budget proposals, sign up for updates, and leave me your feedback.